All right, so we're actually live in 2 places at once, and this is how we're going to try it. Probably Instagram will act stupid, and I won't be able to finish on Instagram if it does act stupid, but I'm live both here and on our YouTube. So our YouTube is youtube.com/@ the Appalachian Homestead. So today for dinner, I gotta finish trimming this. We do a poor job sometimes. Today for dinner, we're gonna be having stuffed chicken breasts, and I'm gonna be using, of course, chicken breasts and leftover stuffing, and we're also gonna make some Parmesan roast potatoes to go with it. So let's get this going, shall we? So to split my chicken breasts, I've just got a good sharp knife, and I'm going in here. Just gonna butterfly it. I'm not gonna split it all the way through. So you can see here. I'm just trying to go like half the thickness of the chicken. And it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Nothing in life is ever perfect. Okay, let me grab the dressing. So, to stuff the chicken breast, literally, I'm just taking the dressing and popping it in there. I've warmed it back up so that it's not ice cold itself. Now I'm going to pop this into an enameled cast iron right here, and I'll show you all of it in just a second. And I'll share my recipe with you guys for homemade stuffing later. If you're leaving comments, I can't see them until I wash my hands. You can hear my little grandson over here. Him is upset. Okay, let me grab 2 more chicken breasts. Okay. Also, if you've been around for my YouTube lives for the last few days, you know that I am not the prep ahead princess, so everything happens as it would any other time. So this is just real live, raw cooking at home in a hurry to get dinner on the table for when Grayson and Mark get home. Be right back. I have to wash my hands. Okay, sorry, there just comes a point when I can't take it anymore. I hate to handle raw meat, not gonna lie. So we're just stuffing our chicken breast with our leftover stuffing. And there's a little bit of butter in there too. Here we go. Let me wash my nasty paws again. I'm gonna drag this here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Now we get to choose some things, and part of the choices are, do you want to do a garlic and we usually use our fried chicken seasoning, or if you want to make it lemon pepper, whatever you like, this is your time to shine. Customize it. But remember that that's stuffing in there, and it's traditional. What I made was traditional stuffing. So maybe think about what flavors and herbs are in there when you're considering what it is you're going to season with. So obviously this is not hard. So this is our fried chicken seasoning. And if you're looking to learn to make home ground garlic powder, it's really easy. All you have to do is grow your garlic, and then slice your garlic, dry your garlic, and put your garlic in a spice grinder, and you will have it. Okay, so now this is seasoned and stuffed. If you wanted to, you could do like a chicken cordon bleu with ham and cheese and all that. Today we're just doing stuffing, and I've got a leftover gravy that I'm gonna put over it. So that's what we're gonna have. And we have some leftover rolls from last night as well. So this is lid on into the oven because I don't want it to dry out. I'm not trying to make chicken leather. And my oven currently has red velvet cookies.
That should be coming out in a second. What they look like.
They're not done. But you're gonna have to move them down for me because this won't fit in the bottom.
Do they need the temperature to go up?
Sissy's making. Yeah, I needed to go to 400.
That's not.
Will it burn the bottom of your cookies?
I don't think so. Not if you watch them.
Hold on.
Don't burn you.
I'm not burning me. I'm okay. Now, for the roasted potatoes that are going to go with this. All right, sister, will you grab me? I got another cutting board. I'm gonna grab another knife. Okay. So now I'm just gonna chop up some potatoes. And I'm just gonna quarter them because I'm going to roast them. And I need them not to, like, you know, shrivel into nothing. Uh-oh, that one had a bad spot. So when I find a bad spot in a potato, I just cut it out. You don't have to throw the whole potato. And if you guys have questions, hit the question bubble by comments if you're on Instagram. And if you're not on Instagram, you can pop it in the comments and I will try to be able to see them, but I can't promise because sometimes YouTube doesn't let me. Got a bad spot in that one. Okay. Oh, my baby. Is mad. Now, here is where you toss in a little lard, or I'm going to do a little olive oil today. And then you toss it together. Woo! Just gonna coat the potatoes and the skillet. All right. Whoop, there we go. Now, I gotta grab my Parmesan. And my salt. And the answer to your question is no, I did not make the Parmesan. I can hear that one coming from afar off. I also do a little garlic powder onto the potatoes. I'm gonna grab a few more potatoes too, because I'm gonna fill my skillet all the way up. And I do a little bit of my fried chicken seasoning on the potatoes. Let me go grab a couple more potatoes. Okay. And again, this is just real life, real cooking. This is what I'm really making my family for dinner and would make no matter what, whether you guys were watching or not. So when the potatoes are a little bigger, I cut them into a few more pieces. Like this one was a little bigger. It got cut into 8 pieces instead of just 4. And it's okay that I seasoned the other ones ahead, because I'm going to toss it all together. You need in there? Not quite. Sissy's checking on her cookies. All right, let me see. I want to make sure I don't miss any comments on Instagram. Whenever we're just tossing, I'm gonna add a little more of the chicken brine seasoning to it. All right. So I prefer to roast things because when I'm roasting them, I don't have to stand over top of them and babysit them the entire time. And that makes my life easier, and I get to go snuggle little babies. Okay, so now the potatoes are gonna go in just a minute. Let me scroll back and make sure I didn't miss anybody asking a question or any important things like that. So I'm gonna have to bake this for about an hour covered. And it is set to actually 375, not 400, because we got cookies in there too. And then in 1 hour, I will pull everything out and I will plate it up, and I'll warm up the gravy that I made on Sunday with the roast chicken and pour it over the stuffed chicken breasts. And I promise, it makes a great meal. I gotta add the Parmesan. Your home slice almost forgot to add the Parmesan. You can use any Parmesan you choose. Sometimes I freshly grate it. Other times I do not. Today I did not. My puppies are over here trying to collect a cheese tax on me. Okay. All right, so now I've got to grab her cookies out of the oven.
They done?
No, they're not done, but I'm going to move them up top. I'll let you look. So these are the cookies that she's baking. They're red velvet white chocolate chip. And I'm just gonna move them there and pop these into the bottom of the oven. And then I'm gonna turn everybody around so that you can see me. And let's see here. So that you can see me and see if anybody has any questions. So literally all I did, and look at me, I'm a mess. Literally all I did was slice the chicken breasts, stuff it with stuffing that was left over from yesterday, and then cover it, seasoned it, put it in my enameled cast iron, put the lid on, popped it in the oven, and it's gonna bake about for 1 hour. And then sliced up potatoes, seasoned them, drizzled them with olive oil, tossed them around, added the Parmesan, popped them in the oven, and that's dinner, folks. So I'm not gonna stay live for an hour. That's ridiculous. So what I'm gonna do instead is I will share in my Instagram stories at the Appalachian Homestead the finished product. Let me know if you guys are cooking along with us. We'll catch you on the flip side.